driven.
Come on,
There you go, there you go.
From a very young age, he was very inquisitive.
Work, work.
I'm just a naturally curious person.
And a talented musician. He's gifted at everything he does, especially wrestling.
Showtime, showtime. Keep going. Chesty chest, chesty chest. Got it.
Wrestling has been a big part of his life. It doesn't necessarily define who he is, but he certainly has defined, I think, wrestling in his own life.
By the time he entered his senior year at Patch High School, he was already a two-time Dodds European champ and captain of the wrestling squad for the past 2 years. But becoming a wrestler wasn't necessarily Calen's idea.
As it's kind of a moment that stuck out in my mind. My dad's just like, all right, all three of you get inside the car, put on some shorts and stuff like that. You know, we're gonna go wrestle. And we go, what? I don't understand. He brought us to a wrestling club, and it stuck with all three of us. I mean, it was definitely something new, but I got introduced to it by get in the car, you're wrestling. I did it when I was a kid. I think you guys should do it.
I understood the importance that wrestling would bring later in life in developing character.
He sealed his third European championship with ease. Between his domination on the mat and a 4.0 GPA, his goal was to attend the U.S. Naval Academy on a wrestling scholarship.
He's kind of led a gilded life.
Everything was great, and then it all fell apart.
But then his senior year, some adversity came in.
Like a really hard part of my life, because I wanted to go to Annapolis as my first choice and then Vanderbilt as my second choice.
Like things he had hoped for, things he had dreamed for, one by one fall off.
I felt like all my hard work in high school was just for granted because it didn't pay off like for anything.
The Academy waitlisted him, and Vanderbilt said no.
And I remember telling him, son, you know, God doesn't close one door without opening another, so let's see where the other doors open.
Calen got a call from the commander of the ROTC program at Rutgers University in New Jersey.
He called me and he told me, you know, hey, I see you have a scholarship. Would you be interested in Rutgers University? It's the first year we're having a Navy ROTC program. We're really interested in, you know, people like you.
I always told him that I didn't want him to go to college on an athletic scholarship. I wanted him to go for academics.
Heard back, got accepted, and that's probably the best feeling of my life because finally my hard work did pay off after it looked like all of it was for granted. So now I'm going to Rutgers.
So going to Rutgers, if he wants to wrestle, there's a club to wrestle. There's a place to play music. I'm sure he'll find a place to play music, but he's going for the right reasons.
I mean, a moment of realization that, you know, if you really want to do something and you try at it, that's like 90% of the battle.
And those battles lead to the personal victories that matter most. Lance Milsted, Stuttgart, Germany.